Morena, my name is Cathi Barker and I'm from Software Solutions, and this is one of a collection of videos that accompanies my Level 2 course entitled Functions, Charts and More. We're looking at a variety of functions that we can use to analyze our data. We've just looked at logical functions, and now I want to show you a group of functions which I like to call the IFS functions. In the file that accompanies your course notes, you'll find that there is a sheet called HR data. So I'm going to take you to that sheet. Here we've got some data that I have randomly pulled from different places, and I want to summarize it out the right hand side here. I actually want to create a profile of this company, and I want to start by creating a gender profile. So I need a function that's going to look at column C and determine how many females and how many males are employed by this company. So I need it to count the number of Fs in column C. Now this data, if I just scroll down, currently goes down to row 100, but I know that this data is going to grow and shrink with the course of time. And so I need these functions to be able to handle the fact that the data will grow and shrink. I can't have it referring to the range C2 to C100. I need it looking at the entire column. So for that reason, I'm putting the functions out the side rather than underneath. I'm just going to click on N3. I may have to zoom in a little bit so you can see better. In N3, I'm going to start with equals COU. Now, the COUNTIF function is the original, the OG. The COUNTIF function came out with Excel version 5. And what it was game-changing, in that it allowed you not just to count everything, but just count if they came from Tauranga or count if they came from Taupo, which was great. But people fell out of love with it really quickly because it only allowed one condition. And as the tooltip says, it counts the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. So that's the original function. What happened in 2007 is Microsoft released a new function which meant that you could have more than one condition. In fact, up to 127 conditions. And this is the COUNTIFS function. So I would say don't use COUNTIF, use COUNTIFS. The S on the end means that it can have a set of conditions from 1 to 127. Don't use the old one, which is COUNTIF. Don't use the old SUMIFS, and don't use the old AVERAGEIFS either. Stick with the ones that have an S on the end. So I'm going to double click COUNTIFS. Now the first thing that the COUNTIFS function wants in terms of an argument is a range. It wants a range, more specifically a criteria range, for it to look at. So I want it to look at the range column C. So I click on the C at the top, not C1 to C100, but the entire column, because the data is going to grow and shrink. So then I press comma, and it says, okay, well, if I'm looking at that entire column, which ones am I counting? Now I could type, let me just type over here in the formula bar so you can probably see it better. I could type double quote F double quote. So in double quotes, I could say what ones I wanted to count, F for female. But I don't want to do that, because when I fill that formula down, I'm going to have to change the F to an M so it counts the males. Instead, I'll backspace that out, and I've actually typed an F in M3. So I'll just click on M3. So that's my formula. Look at column C and count the ones that match M3, which contains an F. So it'll count the females. And so I just press enter. And so there are 54 females employed by this company. If I then want to work out how many males, I simply drag the thin black cross down and it says there's 45. Because if I go to formulas and show formulas and then scroll off to the right a little bit, it naturally wants to change the M3 to M4, the females to the males. So I prefer to point at a cell that says what I'm after. It also describes for those looking at the figures what it is that they're looking at. And I'll turn the show formulas off and I'll go home to go back to the beginning of the row. Now my next count. In N7, I want to count how many members of staff are in management and how many are in non-management. Now, when I look at this data as I'm doing here, column F is whether they're a supervisor or not, and it's either got an N or a Y. No, they're not a supervisor. Yes, they are a supervisor. In my mind, if there's a Y in column F, then that person is management. They have a management responsibility because they're supervising. So we would count how many members had a Y in column F. So in N7 equals COU, double click COUNTIFS, always the one with the S on the end. Then we tell it what range we want it to look at. We want it to look at column F, comma. Then we tell it what we want to count in column F. And I'm just going to click on M7 because M7 contains the letter Y, and I'm wanting to count the Ys in column F. So when I press enter, 22 people are in management. And if I fill that down, double click, 77 are not. Let's now count how many staff are based in Whakatane, how many in Rotorua, how many in Tauranga, Mount Maunganui, Aporiki and Edgecombe. Starting with in 11, I'm going to go equals COU, double click COUNTIFS. Where's the range it's to look at? Well, that would be column E, comma, and what are the ones you want to count? Whakatane. So we click on M11. That will look at column E and it will count those that match Whakatane, which is in M11, and I press enter. 49 based in Whakatane. If I click on the 49, double click the thin black cross, 10 in Rotorua, 33 in Tauranga, 4 in Mount Maunganui, 1 in Aporiki, and 2 in Edgecombe. So I have a geographical distribution now. So those first 3 COUNTIF functions had a single range and a single criteria. But this function allows you, as I mentioned in an earlier point of this video, allows you to have up to 127 conditions, a set of conditions. So now this one, which I'm going to do in N19, is if I have 2 conditions. I know I've got 54 females, I know I've got 22 in management, but of the 54 females, how many of those are managers? So I now want to count if they're female and if they're in management. So equals COU, double click COUNTIFS, or this won't work. The first range I want it to look at is column C, comma. And the ones I want it to count are the ones that match K19. Now we don't press enter. One range, one criteria. Now we go comma, and notice it says range 2, criteria 2. So we're allowed now to have a second range. Not only am I after the females, but I want the females in management. So I click on column F, that's my range 2, comma, and I click on M19 because that's my second criteria. Let me just move over a little bit. So that says, look at column C and find the ones that match K19. Look at column F and find the ones that match M19. And when I press enter, 9 out of the 54 females are in management. Double click the thin black cross and fill it on down. Over the right hand side here, I would like to do 3 ranges and criteria. I want to know how many females and in management and in Whakatane. So equals COU, COUNTIFS, column C, comma, matches Q3, comma, and column F, comma, matches S3, comma, and column E, comma, matches T3. Let me just move over. Count if column C matches Q3, column F matches S3, and column E matches T3. When you press enter, we have got 4 females in management in Whakatane. And you click on the 4 and you double click the thin black cross and it works out all the others. So those are examples of the COUNTIFS function, which I think is of the whole group. COUNTIFS, AVERAGEIFS, SUMIFS, MAXIFS, MINSIFS is probably the most popular. But let's look at AVERAGEIFS. Over here in this cell, in 25, I'm wanting to find what is the average salary for a female in management in this company. Equals AV. Don't go for the one without the S on the end. Always go for the one with the S on the end. That's a set of conditions, AVERAGEIFS. I want to first of all tell it the range that I want to average, get that done and dusted, because then I can list up to potentially 127 criterias. So the range I want to average is column H, that's the salaries, comma. Then I need to tell it to look at column C, comma, and find the ones that match K25, comma, and then tell it to look at column F, comma, and tell it to match the ones that match M25. So this is saying average column H if column C matches K25 and column F matches M25. Enter. So that is the average salary of a female in management. Oops, cancel. Then I just click on it, double click the thin black cross and fill it on down. That's the AVERAGEIFS. What about the SUMIFS? What if I wanted to sum up all the salaries for females in management, so I knew how much that costs me as a company to have my females in management as opposed to my females in non-management and my males in management and my males in non-management? Okay, equals SU. Don't choose the SUMIF, choose the SUMIFS. SUMIFS. Now, where's the range you want to sum? I want to sum the salary, so I click on column H, comma. And I need to tell it to look at column C, comma, and find the ones that match K31, comma, and look at column F, comma, and find the ones that match M31. Press enter. It costs 1.2 million to pay females in management. And if I fill that on down, it gives me the other results. I do hope you like those functions. I think they're an absolute bomb. You don't have to filter out the ones you want and then count them. You can actually have functions out to the side or in a separate sheet, which we're going to look at soon, that will automatically update as the data changes, and they'll count the ones you're interested in, or they'll average the ones that you're interested in, or sum the ones that you're interested in, or even find the max or the min of the ones you're interested in without actually having to extract the data and work those results out. Really powerful functions. So do hope you enjoy those. Please like or subscribe so I know whether I'm actually doing stuff that people enjoy or not. And I hope I see you on the next video, where we're going to have a look at lookup functions, lookup, VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index, match, functions like that. Ka kite, bye bye.